Hello, 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 hello. It is that time for the best of Secret World Legends. We are here. We are live in Transylvania, the place that is most Halloweeny for sure in Secret World. Yeah, so got lots of good stuff going on there. Hopefully we'll be able to jump in and have some fun on these missions. I've only done his missions twice, and the guy is kind of creepy. So yeah, it'll be interesting. It'll be creepy, all right. It'll be Halloween, just maybe not the creepy you were thinking. But there's vampires and all that fun stuff as well. So, she knows. Ah. Okay, so here we go. Let's just go ahead and start out right away. Hello, Cat. How are you? With us. Oh. I always forget that you can't just click the things.
Few in this village have a taste for killing. What do they know of blood? Childbirth, the pig slaughter, a cut from splintered wood. I know of blood. So they look to me. Yorgu the soldier, they say. Yorgu who has a violence in his eyes. They are wrong. I am not a soldier. I am hunter. A soldier, he makes war in the open. The hunter, he stalks shadows. He is tireless and shows no mercy. He learns of the weakness in his prey, animal or man, and then he strikes on that weakness. That is his weapon, not the rifle, not the knife. Look out there at those creatures, those strigoi. They are bold and walk under the sun. They have no fear of war. If we let them come to us, we are forced to fight as soldiers, and we will lose. A soldier will only hold off a hungry pack of dogs for so long. This I know well. Like the hunter, we must watch them, track them, learn their ways. Then hunt them like diseased animals. They want blood, so we give them blood.
Like I say, Yorgo, he's a little creepy.
You want to learn more about Yorgo? In Yugoslavia, there is a saying, tell the truth and run. If I tell you my truths, it will be you that runs. You do not ask why the knife cuts. That is what it does. That is how it was made. So do not ask me why I fight. In fact, do not ask me anything more.
That's it. That's all you can ask him. Alright, so we've got to go through 1, 2, and 3, these buildings, and they are not as easy to get to as you might think. I had Liz dress up a little silly today. It is, you know, Halloween costume sort of thing. The ghost face on with the cat ears headphones. I mean, that works, right? We've got to scout this block. So they're feeding off of these poor fellows. That's nice of them. Go try to find their leader. They're probably going to fight as little as possible, but still going to be quite a bit of it. But we're properly overpowered, so that's okay. And of course you can kill the blood stacks to prevent them from feeding. That's a tactic that you need to use sometimes with like bosses and stuff. Like the leaders over there, and this is kind of one of those buggy missions where you need to make sure you actually target the leader before you kill them. One of those wonderful things about Secret World. And it does kind of just it's easier to target them now because as soon as your cursor flies over them, it updates the mission, but still. That the poor guy didn't aggro at all until I started shooting him is kind of unfair, but you know. Alright, this is the fun part. Use the zip line. Merry-go-round that doesn't work. Sadly. Alright, C2. Ignore those guys up there. They'll of course run back to feed and heal, but they still will come after you eventually. You might as well kill them. I don't think I'm going to be able to get upstairs without aggro on these guys, so let's just kill them. Alright, the next leader. Over there somewhere. And okay, no leader here. Because we're in B, we need to be in C2. This is C2. And this is an area that you can actually only get to by walking over there and jumping up here. Go this way. They'll come after us. That's okay. Where is the leader? Ah, I get stuck? Oh, there he is. I am stuck because I left the building and then tried to go back in. There we go. Alright, this could be a problem. I'm not able to dodge. I'm stuck. Because my character anchor is down there. I'm trying to think if there's any other abilities that will cause me to jump forward. Totally not where I should be. Okay. Let's see. Okay, wait. There we go. It like wouldn't give me the... I don't know if there's any pistol or chaos. I don't really want to switch builds just to do a jump forward. Alright, I guess we'll... And this is where it comes in the problem, because there's no way to actually get up there. We're gonna have to go back the way we came. I have to remember how we got here. Okay. So we die. Because we must die. There's a cat behind me. Alright, we're going to... if we can trick the game. And no, because it'll still make us appear on the ground. So we might as well... Up. 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 Keep going up. Jump over here. Jump down. Now we're close enough. That guy reappeared already. Yeah, we'll just walk over here this time. Much easier. Your characters do not seem to be stuck. You can always use a Garthicon. Yeah, because the stuck doesn't work anymore. Doesn't seem to be stuck. This guy's extra, but we'll go ahead and kill him. Because he's a boss. And we must kill him like a boss. Oh. Got a lore out of the deal. And another zip line. So yeah, it's fairly straightforward mission, but it's the key is the fact that you can't just walk to these places. You do have to follow the path through the blocks. I'm gonna search the corpse here. If we survive, you may grieve for the dead. For now, think only of what they leave behind. Ammunition, medicine, weapons. So you have to go ahead and pick up all the items that they've left behind. Do not press the attack any further. Make camp in the abandoned blocks and keep an eye on the humans. Rein in their bloodlust, Scout. We'll be sending some units up from the siege camp to relieve you shortly. The rules have changed again, but soon enough we will gorge ourselves. General Rodica. A body of work. There's the leader. Alright, now we can actually get into his computer. Grab another one of these. There we go. Control R. This slow, methodical build-up is a blessing. It gives us time, not only to study the vampire, but to study it outside of its element. Mass restraint is grossly out of character. The blood stocks and the tenements are the reason why it's possible, but not the reason why. An idle vampire is like an Illuminati strapped to a lie detector, or a Templar forced to dance. If you want to understand a creature, you must see how it behaves outside its comfort zone. This reinforces the evolved nature of the dragon. We are always comfortable. That is a great, that is great. Must force a Templar to dance. It can be good if you can get a Templar to dance. Okay, the rest of the weapons and the medical cache should be through here, but we'll go ahead and... I think they're in the field below. We'll go ahead and fight our way through, just to be sure. Oh, more lore. Lore, 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 lore. Alright, so let's go ahead and do this side mission. Like I say, you can't really... Oh, maybe you can get back up there from the ground floor now. Nope, see, it's blocked off. So yeah, you can't really get down up there from the ground floor, which is why you have to take the weird path that you do. Alright, now we need a weapons cache and medical supplies. The vampires are persistent. Hello. Oh, hello. Hello. Hello, giant rock monster. I did not mean to wake you up. Oops. Dead rock monster. Sorry. There it is. Alright, so we need to bring stuff back here. You know me, I like to not worry about running back and forth too much. This is almost equal distance, but you know, it's a little bit better to go this way. Alright. Field report turn in. I have full inventory. Yay! I swear I just cleaned this out. Okay, so let's see. There.
Critical empowerment results.
Should be enough to start, but we'll double check a few things here. We've got the, oh, I bet we can do our, got a couple of these. Oh, he got hurt. He's out for 8 hours. Wow. He got really hurt. We'll go ahead and put him in the special. And we'll go ahead and claim. And let's see. No cost. No cost. Alright, so where? This one. And this one. We'll just deal with the inventory. Like I say, it's really good to kind of keep up on your inventory. Oh, you'll get into places like this. Guy and Sprig. Wonder if anybody needs one of those. Okay, let's do some just general talisman leveling. Get them out of the way. Decomposing left arm. A dismembered part of the infamous Resurrection Joe. Alright, we'll put that in there anyway. Even though it costs money. Same with this one. I don't care. Alright, let's see. Let's do some open some of these bags here. Try to get some of this taken away, because we're trying to build up this one. I can build it into that one. Alright, so that one is actually maxed out, so I need another one. Let's use that one. We'll open up a few of these more. I don't really need head talismans because I'm not going to be working on head talisman anytime soon. But of course, that's what I'm getting. Head talisman, head talisman. And that's full, so we're going to go here, here, here. Here. Alright, we got that one maxed out, so we need another one of those. But for now, we're going to do this and this. And this is a really bad idea, but I'm going to do it anyway. Get rid of the inventory. I make plenty of shards doing the weekly missions and stuff, so on this stream, so it doesn't really hurt me. Plus, I'm generally really efficient with my keys. Got 11 keys, because I'm hoping they'll have maybe something else in the Halloween cache this year. If not, I'll get more of the current stuff. And now we're gonna go ahead and do a drink to remember.
Most people, they leave me alone to drink. They believe I drink to forget. To forget the thrill of red trail in the snow. The grip of knife. Strong beat of dying heart. They are wrong. I drink to remember. And now, we drink together. We have matter to discuss. Norok!
Yeah, that didn't work very well with that mask.
In the wild, alone, where Yorgo need concern himself with Yorgo only. I would never trap myself in this village by choice. No. I owe these people debt. They took me in when others would not. This is a place that takes in all men and monsters. So I stay to repay debt. Only that. I have scouted past the Strigoi, the vampires, and the war machines, out to the edge of the fields. I saw there the creatures. They are building a great nest. A city. I recognize great evil when I see it. We must discover why they are here, where they come from, how they build, where they get material, so we can stop them. So that I will have no more debt to repay. But first, we drink, to remember.
Yeah, yeah, an interesting guy, for sure.
Hello.
Alright, we need to kill us some frontline vampires. As I just killed a whole bunch of them on the way here. I have played these missions a lot more than I remembered. I just took me a second to trigger them. These are one of those ones that, like I say, this, like everything I do on Best of Secret World Legends, they're good missions and they're good leveling missions. But a lot of the way the restructured pathing works, it just doesn't. You're not required to do it anymore. So a lot of people skip it. And Besiege Farmlands is really one of those zones where the story has always skipped most of it. You got the Ariana headphones? Yeah, actually, I do have the Ariana headphones. They are specifically Ariana Grande ones. But yes, I have them in the game as well. But yes, I have the Ariana Grande headphones. I got those for Yule last year, I think, or my birthday. I'm not sure which. But yes, they actually have, you go into the headphones, they actually have several different colors that you can collect. Most of them you collect in Tokyo. One of them was part of the 2018 anniversary. The headphones, the Ariana Grande ones, they are really good on Bluetooth. They're not so good wired. If you plug them in, they're really kind of but on Bluetooth they're really good. And then you just got to keep them charged, which is also, you know, kind of a problem sometimes. But they're really good noise canceling. Like when I put them on, I can't hear anything else. Which is the main reason I don't wear them all the time, because yeah, it would be really bad if I was wearing those and yelling at the screen. So, I don't do that. Let's see. Now we need to fix these mines without shutting off a whole bunch of others. If I can get this one without aggroing that guy. Okay, good. Oh, jeez! I backed into one. Trying to be all careful and... Oh! There you go. Screw that up. But yeah, the cat ears headphones is one of the last things they actually added to the game before the changeover from the Secret World to Secret World Legends. It's one of those things that is like, yeah, that's really cool. They're just fun to have, you know? Find the survivors. There's a couple. You actually have to free them.
Thou shalt not be afraid. Thou shalt not be afraid. Take it. Take Harbar Buretti.
Okay. Find some more.
It can't get any sharper. It can't.
Huh. Nobody here. Don't mind me, I wasn't totally punching you. I was trying to punch that guy. Okay. They must have just they must have spawned like
The
right
ravens
after I
are
got
coming.
there. These places are so creepy looking. It's just like, is it a vehicle? Is it a building? We don't know. Alright, let's go find some more civilians. That's one of the things is, there used to only be like 8 prisoners in this entire area. And you had to find 7 of them. At least now there's more than 8. So you don't have to like hunt for them forever. We're still having a problem finding the last ones. Send them up in there. No, we've went out of the area. Hello, civilians. Hello, civilians. There you are.
Must wake up. Must wake up.
You're not dreaming, lady. Sorry. Alright, scout one of these siege engine things. Oh dear. Gotta get out of here. Whoops. Problem with shooting the gasoline tank is it kinda sets everything on fire. Alright, let's see. Destroy these siege engine materials. And this is a different vampire clan. In the secret world, with a couple exceptions, vampires are really, really ugly. They are not romantic or any way, and they are obviously wrapped completely in clothing because they can't survive the sun.
Mercy. Have mercy.
Alright, we need one more siege engine part. Now let's go see if we can find our way. That was funny, they really spread out that time, didn't they? All my copies. I'm gonna go look at the big siege engine. Oh, we've got a side mission here. It looks like it just needs to be returned somewhere. Okay, it looks like it goes to the chapel, which may be where we end up going next. See? Look at that pretty guy. Definitely, Twilight material for sure, right? Alright. I think I updated to hack terminal and kill this guy, okay? He's trying to go to his thing to feed. We're gonna get him before he can. And he's got all this old red hand equipment here, so that's interesting. Maintain a semi-permanent base in the foothills of the Carpathian Fangs. Build siege weapons for taking the humans' defenses and transporting captured slaves. Control your troops. Bloodthirst will not be acceptable. Excuse for going AWOL. The observatory will be sending more supplies and troops down to the siege camp shortly. Under no circumstances are any of the regular troops to be allowed into the blood tents. Keep them away from the food and keep them ready to fight. In other words, keeping them hungry. Which seems to be the opposite of controlling them. Hey cat, how's it going? Welcome back. The winds of change are blowing through the Carpathian countryside. It's not the first time and will not be the last. That is the way of all things. Vampires dressing to sustain the sunlight and building siege engines to expand their territory? That is unprecedented. It was your lot to halt the advance of the vampire army, and it is ours to ponder what it all means. Keep following the will of the dragon. Alright, so we need to return this package to the father up here at the church, so we're going to do that.
What of it?
Alright, since we're here, we're going to go ahead and do one mission for Father Lucian, the Foul Banquet.
I lose count of how many all-night vigils it has been. What runs dry first, I wonder? Black coffee or faith?
Faith.
The coffee. My church accommodates many miracles, many mysteries. And in a town like this, it needs to. The workings of God are not always obvious, but we learn to see them in all things.
All things?
All. Feet off the pews. Buried in the graveyard, there are both villagers and also the Soviets who worked here in the past. Not a past to be proud of. But sins can be repented, and everyone is entitled to their eternal rest. Then the ghouls came from their pits, digging up the graves, gorging on the dead. I considered how we fast to regain our innocence, and I believe this is a universal truth.
Yes, I starve, but I am as pure as the Carpathian snow.
Perhaps in time it will erode your temperament, huh? I believe to deny their ghouls their foul banquet will calm them and bring peace, at least to this small sanctuary. There are many things put beneath earth that should remain beneath earth. Oh, present company accepted, of course.
Well played, Father. You have fangs, after all.
That's great. These two are pretty fun.
As long as we can will it. I have been Hababareshti's priest since last summer. For such a little village, such a modest chapel to a shipped saint, it sheds them like a dog sheds fur. Most choose instead to be sent to monastery.
I'd rather go to a monastery than be here.
Good for a man's views to be challenged. The people find a place for God in their lives, but he shares that space with stranger things. If they believe both, does it make them half-truths? Half-truths. You did not ask for confession, but here is mine. In my home of Russia, there are still elements, bad elements within the church, carried over from the old state. KGB, and worse. They gave me little choice in my assignment. You will find that there are secrets here, too precious and too dangerous to speak of. I was to keep that silence. The remains of the Soviet operations should not be disturbed. I have to smell the blood and smoke to remind myself this is not some childlike night terror. As adults, we have more practical bad dreams, don't you think? Without magic. Had you only arrived a few months earlier, you would have seen the true magic here, in the fields and the forests. I came to understand that it was not unnatural, no different from the morning dew. It is a part of these people's lives, and why they stay and fight. If magic is what the Soviet scientists wanted from this place, I doubt they would have found it in their laboratories, any more than I can demand miracles of God. I put my faith in people. Of course, you are familiar with this already, now that great and strange events have seized the world. I saw it on the news. We do have television here in the village. 3 of them, in fact. Or 2, if you prefer not to watch Sophie's romantic comedy movies over and over and over. My friend, it seems we were both sent here to safeguard a secret. I hope you had more of a choice in the matter. I do penance for sins that I committed, and sins invented for one I cared about greatly. I think it could be said my mission here has been compromised. With or without me, the forbidden work of Bacchus County will be exposed. My thoughts are with the innocents, not the duty handed to me by my taskmasters. But there is little I can tell you about the Red Hand. The organization died out a long time ago. But many in Europe and beyond are still interested in its accomplishments. Tools of war. Tools of subjugation. Crimes more monstrous than any of the real monsters. That is what I have learned about the world in my time here. There is nothing more ungodly than the acts we make.
So yeah, obviously the father has been sent here by the KGB, or worse, the Red Hand, perhaps. Has to keep an eye on things and make sure that whatever they were working on back way in the past stays covered in the past. Of course, we're probably not going to let that happen. And we'll leave talking to his vampire friend for a little bit later. Let's go ahead and put these people back to a proper rest and burn the bodies, because that's the only thing that's going to save them from being ghoul food. or becoming ghouls themselves. Alright. Look for anything unusual in the graves. You and get you and kill you all. Okay, let's see, where's the unusual mark? There it is. A data tape. Or a data tape, depending on your particular idea. Alright, time to enter Ghoul World. Or something like that. We're gonna just run through here.
Local bounty detected. Initiating.
Get all 8 of these lined up. Boom, boom, boom. That'll help us with our side mission. That should get us all 3 side missions for the day, I think. Yep, there's our 3. So we just need to complete this side mission and we'll have done, or this main mission, and we'll have done all our dailies. All the regular dailies, not the bonuses, obviously. We're looking for more of these tapes. They are not easy to find. Especially with this guy running around. Alright. Sure. Something was working. Alright. Now the ghouls like to collect things and make nests out of them and all that fun stuff. So there's usually a lot of stuff like this hanging about. Just have to look for. They're rebel scum. They like to hold on to stolen data tapes, you know. Where are you? Where are you? Where's the last one? There it is. Alright, let's see. Okay, good. Checking a couple things. Okay, find a way to read the data tapes. You know, once upon a time I was firmly in the data camp. But then Star Trek Next Generation come along and, 7 years of that, plus all the movies, kind of got me stuck saying data. We are not going to get the tracking device because it will cause all sorts of problems. Replacement tape and wiring. Obviously there was another tape up here. The wiring might be a little harder to find. Maybe in the helicopter here. What do we got? Ham radio. That'll work. Because all Secret World characters are secretly systems engineers and technicians. Okay. Now we're gonna listen to the tapes, maybe. Alright, so we've got our lovely Dr. Various and a bunch of other people whose name have been rubbed out or redacted. And our giant mutant trolls. What little data has survived is enough to spell out the Red Hen's ugly research into creating super soldiers for military application. Patterns emerge in many ways. Scavengers are experts at scenting out what was left for dead. This work, and all of science's work on this body, is misguided. The flesh will always be weak, unable to endure what is demanded of it. Only the mind is strong. A perfect mind receives and transmits force better than any genetically engineered specimen. We thought these experiments ended, but now patterns have corrected us. What you have discovered is merely the tail of the matter. Follow it to the head and strike it off. We do not permit this continuation. Kill the past. Alright, let's go ahead and jump back here. Let me check one. Alright, give me 1 second. I want to check something. Hmm. Alright, let's go ahead and try, since we're here, let's go ahead and do one more mission for Luce, but not Lucian.
What of it?
His nice friend here. In cold blood. Here's that. That should not be... Yeah.
My, what do we have here? A hero, come to fight the villains. Your pulse is quickening. I taste it.
Please do not lead our visitors into temptation, Hastatian. This is a chapel.
Of course it is, Father. We are men of code and conduct. I would not outstay your welcome, or your gods.
You know that I ask for his mercy on all the living and the dead.
With a Wampiri army at your door, you might save your prayers. If this is what passes for an army, undisciplined, without honor, dogs yapping for meat, rolling in their own piss and shit to please their mistress. Forgive me, Father.
Be sure I'll add it to your list.
The ones who lead them and wear the uniforms of generals. Traitors to this land, every one of them. Those who would wipe their fangs on the Romanian flag should be careful someone does not smash them out. Even someone like you. You are too weak to destroy a Blood Elder.
Oops.
But you could wound them.
Something glitched out there.
To reform a Wampiri body from dust is a long and agonizing process.
So in their next lives they might strive to be without sin.
So in their next lives, they learn to fear the stake.
It kind of glitched out and moved it a little weird, didn't it? Uncomfortably so, to the big vampire. General Volvia organizes the offensive from the trash heap of Siege Camp. Ah, Gregor, you could not lead an army into 1877, and your grasp of strategy has improved little. The Black Magician, Stylian Tyranno, practices his ritual in solitude. He skulks above the battlefield in Soviet ruins, ensconced behind a combination lock. That combination is 90078, by the way. The Voivod Razva take too much pleasure in administering an execution. Sadism is such a tiresomely human affectation. Nevertheless, Vasily leads the death squad tasked with subduing a single elderly wise woman. Get a steak.
Quick access inventory updated.
While you and I are allied under Romanian colors, I will do you no harm. You have my soldier's oath. You think it's strange that I betray my own? Let me enlighten you how it is they who are the betrayers. Before I was Wampiri, I was a soldier. And before I was a soldier, I was a man. And that man was Transylvanian. When I lived, I fought for this land, and in battle I gave my life for it. I have slept for 1,000 years in its good grave earth. I respect it, not like the scum outside and their idiot war. They are nothing of my kind. They invade their own homeland, no better than the Mongols, Hungarians, Turks before them. Such disgrace, and to what purpose? They have been promised a Wampiri nation under their own rule. How does such a nation sustain itself without humans? Misguided fools. We need each other, your race and mine.
Or as Spike would say, I like to talk a big game about destroying the world, but I kind of like it here. All my stuff's here. Free food.
Ironic that the tribes of the night would choose this place to wage war on humankind. Ironic or intentional? We are so fond of grand theatrics after all. You see, the great Dracula and his Order of the Dragon once sought to extinguish us here. The scars still remain on the trees in the old forest, the rocks of the mountains. So furious was the battle, and so long-lived the truce that followed. Wartime takes its toll on both the victor and the vanquished. Away from the cities, the people were not ready to renounce their superstition. And we, the superstitions, were not ready to be abandoned. An agreement was made. An agreement was honored. But now it is broken, and the eyes of the world will judge this valley. It is the end of refuge, the end of the trust between races. It may be the end of us, and if so, I accept it. Better to die than to live with dishonor. Wampiri, it is not a race, it is a disease. But for a time it was a rarefied disease, cultivated, such as the breeding of a fine Transylvanian orchid. We were nobility, coaches and mountain estates, fangs and opera capes, yes, if you will. Stoker knew, although why he chose Dracula for his fanciful mythologizing. Well, that wronged knight's people turned on his name like wolves. It is the way of your humankind, and we, Wampiri, who believed ourselves elevated from humans, have proved ourselves so wrong. An eternity of luxury was no longer enough for us. The bloodline grows thinner, and more violent and reckless. The children turn on our name. As brutish and stupid as young men. As vain and temperamental as young girls. They draw attention upon us all, reignite old rivalries. The elders become insane with paranoia that they will be cannibalized in their sleep. What I speak of now was happening centuries ago. Since then, look outside. Behold the glory of the Wampiri.
Interesting perspective on the vampires here, for sure. It's similar to what they had, going in like the World of Darkness, and it's with the World of Darkness, it's they go on and it's the end of times and everything's horrible and all this stuff, and then you go back to the Dark Ages, several hundred years later, and it's the end of times, everything is horrible. Yeah. Run past you. We're after Grigor. This definitely falls under destroying the past with these old, trying to kill the old, vampires. Where'd he go? Got away. Let's go to the old facility. Not gonna talk to the vampire hunter, which is a pity because it's kind of weird that it sends you up through here and then sends you back down, but you know. Way up there. See if we can run past without too much difficulty. The observatory is interesting. At 90087, right? Nope. Wasn't it? Okay. Hopefully I can get this before they respawn. Look up my screenshot that I took. 90078. Had them reversed. Where's Stellian? There he is. Or she. I can't really tell. Romanian names are not really my specialty. Alright. Okay, where do we need to go next? Way down here. We're gonna jump to here. Seem to have taken the wrong turn, but we can go this way. Wrong Turn is a really bad horror movie, by the way. Where is he? Where is Vasily? Come on. I will kill the boss while we're at it. It's up there now. Fine, fine, fine. Yeah, you can follow me, werewolf. I don't care. Where's the... is... Come on, come on, get closer. And search his tent. Alright. See, that gives us the final location. We're just gonna jump right back to there. Alright, where is the secret hideout? Here? Oh dear. Alright. Gotta go inside here. And they're already trying to recover from the beating we gave them before. So let's use a stake. Stake. And stake. Yeah. Stake. Stake some vampires. Kill them out. It is an omen for the vampires. One of the greatest of their generals has not heeded his queen's call to arms. The 3 that you killed were equally worthy of warriors' respect. They too were strong leaders of ancient stock. It is a stock that has been slowly dying for a long time. The bloodline has grown thin through the ages, turning their kind into a mass of mongrels and cliches. Is this why Mara has broken the truce and rallied her armies? Is it the final foolish stand of another dying breed? No, we do not think so. The current model suggests that something more complex is And let's see. We will hop back to the vampire hunter. Okay. There's a lore here that so many people could never find in the facility because it's outside the facility. If you didn't go here properly the first time, you never learned the way into the facility. You never learned the last lore. And you could spend forever looking for the last lore in the facility. It's kind of one of those things where they were trying to trick you a little bit, I think. Mm-hmm. Check one thing real quick. Well, bummer. The person I was going to go ahead and raid has closed out for the day. I believe, unless it's changed, MJ's doing Secret World at 6, so go ahead and check her out on Massively Overpowered later today. I've got Will to Live online tomorrow. That should be fun. It looks like there's going to be some Conan Exiles and Guild Wars 2 stuff later this week, so watch Twitter feeds. You'll see where those are. They won't be on this channel, but they'll be over there. And yeah, what the heck. We'll go ahead and... Please? 1 second. We'll go ahead and... you don't have to stay along, but we'll go ahead and raid the girl streamers for now. So feel free to come with me. If not, that's fine. But yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and jump into their stream. And have a good day, and thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later.